Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the ScreenShot, the show where we have raw and unfiltered conversations about issues that we face as young people of Zimbabwe. My name is Melinda Ncube and I am your host. For today's episode, we have a very interesting and informative topic that we want to discuss, and I'm going to let the people who are really informed in this topic introduce themselves and get us into the topic. So I'm going to start here.
Okay, good morning. My name is Melchisedec-Jireh Masuku, and I'm the co-founder of All for Compassion.
And my name is Mpofu. Together with my brother Melchisedec, we founded All for Compassion. If I have to be specific, it was on 27 December 2023 when we thought of creating, founding, and starting a charity organization whereby we can be able to offer our help and assistance to orphans and to other charity organizations.
All right, welcome to the show, guys. We are very happy to have you here. So my first question, you said you have a charity organization and you help children's homes, or
Yes.
that is like the main goal, because it's relatively new. You did say you started it last year, so
Yeah.
it's not really,
That is the
it's not that it's established, so it's
Yeah.
starting out. And so why children's homes? Like specifically, there's so many charities that you can look into, but for you guys, why children's homes?
Well, for a start, we decided to go for children's homes because personally, I think that we might be able to help them because they're not really that much demanding in terms of finances as we are starting.
Oh, okay.
Because helping children is not necessarily that you have to have money to help them. You can teach the children, you can donate old clothes for children, you can even play with the children. You see, so for a start, that's what we agreed on.
Okay. Do you have anything to
Yeah,
add?
it's also driven by passion. Some of the life experiences we have faced before,
Yeah.
it has made us go into this industry to look and see how we can help the children. How? I have a friend of mine. The friend lost both of her parents.
Yeah.
So the way we grew up, I could tell, because personally I have both of my parents, but she didn't have both of her parents. So I realized that some challenges she faced up to now, still a problem that she didn't have her parents. So that girl was more like a best friend to me, and of which I don't want something like that to happen to another child because they don't have some of the privileges which we had. I want every child to grow up in equal circumstances.
Oh, so you mean like she did not have that foundation of care that you had, and you'd like to be able to give that to some other kids?
Exactly.
All right, I understand. So guys, let's talk about, I'm sure before you start an organization, right, you have to do some research. You are driven by passion, yes, but you also have to do some research on what you're going to do. And so
that's right.
let's talk about the age ranges of these kids. Like, what is the age range of the kids that are in children's homes?
Yeah, we can say children less than 18 because I did the research, and other children's homes, for example, Tembiso Children's Home,
Yeah.
Along Country Park Road, they say when a child is now over 18, they look for a family to, what can I say?
To take
adopt
them in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they usually take care of children we can start from 1 year. That's what I've seen, from 1 to 18 years.
I find that interesting that when you turn 18 you have to leave, because I am 20 something, I'm still at home. So I wonder how it goes. Maybe we can also talk about that maybe a bit later, how it goes for those who are now 18 years and they're considered adults in this country and they now have to go somewhere else. It's actually quite sad when I think about it. Yeah. So what about we did speak about how you visited one children's home and you did some work there. So can we talk about the living conditions that these kids are in? You can.
Okay, so for the living conditions, these children at the orphanages, right? I've seen that there isn't that care in terms of like the personal interaction between the caregiver and the child. Like, yeah, it's not that relationship that they have like personally, because their attention as the caregivers, they are given to all the children. Maybe they have something like 40 children, 50 children, so you can't really confide in your caregiver with some personal stuff, you see.
So the staff is somehow overwhelmed by the number of kids that are there.
Exactly. It's kind of different as compared to the children who grow up at home, because the parents actually know what the child needs, what the child faces at school or in the neighborhood and stuff. But as for children in the orphanages, it's quite different. And those children are also vulnerable to being bullied, abuse and stuff, you see. And eventually, at the end, they tend to notice that maybe those children have been abused, you see, but not knowing that it was something that was happening just right under their nose, you see. And that's why even some other children run away from orphanages, because there are things that they face personally, but it's not the things that they are addressed or can be able to speak about, you see.
And education-wise, like our kids going to school, or who funds the education, what goes on when it comes to the kids' education?
Yeah, kids go to school, definitely. And the advantage is our government is some of the measures they're taking to make sure that every kid gets the basic right to education. For example, we have BIM. BIM pays for those kids. The orphanages communicates with BIM. BIM covers for the school expenses.
Okay, I see.
Then when it comes to uniforms and some of their stationery, they have to depend on people who are willing to donate, people like us.
So your organization is made up of how many people?
Well, the co-founders were only 2.
Okay.
But so far we have 8 members in total. Yes.
Volunteers.
Yes.
Okay, driven by passion, like you said. Okay, let's talk about now the challenges that are faced by not only children, but the establishment, like the children's home itself. We'll first start off with the challenges that are faced by the kids there at the homes. What have you guys witnessed and seen? Yeah.
The first one, as my colleague has mentioned, the issue of loneliness. You can be lonely in a room full of people.
Yeah, that's
Why?
true.
Because you don't have anyone to be close to you emotionally. As people, we need emotional support here and there. So there's some things which can be affecting children, but then they cannot share. Or if they share, it's to share with a peer. But then there's no way a peer can help you like completely, because they can also be facing such a problem. So the first problem, I think, it's loneliness. Then the second one, I can go to lack of privacy, because you see the living conditions, they are like boarding setups. It's just a room with 10 beds. So there are times whereby I feel like I have to be lonely, I have to be alone. But
And
then
you can't get that.
Yeah.
Masuku?
Okay, the other thing, these children lack social interaction, like with people from the outside, because those children, like they only live within the compound. They are not allowed to go outside, you see.
So it's only compound school.
No, at school they go outside, but
Okay.
like maybe during after school or maybe during the weekend. So to some extent they face challenges like being neglected or being discriminated just because maybe you don't have access to this outside the home, you see.
Okay. So I know you guys don't really know the exact reasons why most kids end up there, but like I said, you do have your research. So why do some kids end up in children's homes? What happens?
Well, we can start with the most common one. There are scenarios whereby parents die. Then some of the relatives are not willing to take you in. then the only reasonable solution for the child will be taking them to a children's home. That will be the safest place, I think. Then we also have scenarios whereby children are being abused at home. So if you see that a child is being abused at home, some of them end up in children's home. That would be the safest place also, because when we're considering the qualities of a children's home, it should be safe for the children. It should be a place where the children can feel safe and feel free to be at.
Anything to add, Masu?
Yeah, some children, they tend to be abandoned by their parents or maybe the mother for different reasons. Though it's not that common as compared to these ones Michael just said, you see. And the other thing, maybe the parents or guardians can't fend for the children, you see. They can't provide to some extent, so they tend to give the children away to the orphanages.
You know, I've always wondered when I see street kids on, like in town, and I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I mentioned that it's now really called Kiakodola, like it's so sad ukuthi banjani balala phandle and stuff, and the friend happened to say Katindaba benga ema children's home, and then I remembered ukuthi kulabanye ababalekayo, like our conditions sometimes that bad ukuthi you'd rather be on the streets, or you don't want that setup, because I don't understand why you'd forfeit a roof over your head, and I can't really speak ngobang street child, so I can't really say that, but I was just wondering why benjani bengahambi ngaphi kuma homes lawo. And also manambuzeni lina, is it also accessible, is it easily accessible if I'm a 14-year-old child somewhere and I'm living on the streets, can I easily just go to a children's home, or will a red tape ending?
Yeah.
Do they just welcome anyone?
Yeah, everyone is welcome.
Everyone is welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, but there are certain procedures that have to be taken.
Okay.
You see.
Okay. Guys, let's talk about All for Compassion now. Your organization. Auntie, we said we have 8 people. Okay, so what is the Lokuzenin? We've spoken about like your goal, but what is the bigger picture? Sfungwenza, and what are our goals for this year? Sienzani for this year?
This year, the first goal was printing T-shirts.
Congratulations! You printed your T-shirts.
Yeah.
What's the second goal?
We visited a children's home so far. That's in Kulumani.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Quinsani Take Orphanage. So we went there. The first and most important thing was to interact with the kids before giving them anything, just to see how they are doing, find some biblical stuff, social issues. We share with them, talk to them. Then we donated some clothes, some food, so that they can be able to sustain for some time.
Okay. What's the other goal? So Pellet.
Nope.
Because I'm sure there's a list, guys, of what you want to achieve.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of things.
Or is it top secret?
To do.
No.
No, but the major thing is getting established, like being well known to some extent, you see, and yeah, just keep on going.
Because you mentioned that you are donating, so I'm thinking, where do you get those clothes from? I got the list donated.
Right. We have some well-wishers. We made posters. Anyone who's willing to donate clothes, food, cash, they're all welcome.
They're welcome.
Even some of our old clothes we can donate, even new. We're not limited to only old clothes. If our finances are balancing,
We can buy.
we can buy new, yes.
Yeah.
Or you could established. Because when you're established, now you're able to have a reputation and reach out to other people who have power and influence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people assume you're trying to scam them.
Yeah, that's right.
There are a lot of scammers out there.
Hey, I'm a scammers man when it comes to charity. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
right.
just, doing it for themselves. And
Yeah. But we are not only looking at donating. We have some programs like cleanup campaigns in the community.
Nice.
You go with the kids, do some cleanup campaigns, you clean, then that's that. Just to spend some time with the kids.
Yeah, I think that's important to also teach like a sense of responsibility when it comes to these children. And yeah, so Singali Tolangapi guys, like, do you guys have social media if you want to see what you are doing, what you are standing for, what you want to do next time, your drives and stuff? Do you guys have social media?
Yeah. We have a Facebook page. It's all for compassion. Then our Instagram page, all for compassion 1, and then _.
Okay. So Masuku, now personally, what are you guys doing right now? Are you in school? Are you working?
Now personally, I'm a full-time forex trader.
Forex trader?
Yeah.
Hey, saying is Wangani guys. I've heard about you guys. And you?
I'm an apprentice.
You're an apprentice.
I'm doing tissue plan fitting.
Okay.
At Mimosa Mines Shawan.
Okay, that's nice. So anyway, guys, to wrap up the show, can you tell us like one last thing that you would want from our audience? Like, sell it one last time. Sell the organization one last time.
From the audience, we want support, not only to us, but to each and everyone out there who needs help. It's not only limited to children. There are a lot of people out there who are suffering. Just a lot of problems are affecting people out there. Even the old people are affected, the youth are affected, the children. But then to us, anyone who's willing to donate anything, they are most welcome. Even if they want to donate to children's homes, they are not forced or limited to donating anything. And there are no formal procedures. You just go talk to them, organize. You can even donate anonymously. Yeah. But we can leave our contact details with you. So that if people want to talk to us, they are most welcome.
Especially now it's winter, it's going to be cold. I think warm clothes are really like a must for most of us.
Children.
Most you Masuku.
Well, Michael has said the most, and what I would like to tell the people is that you don't really have to maybe be a millionaire to help children. You can start wherever you are. You can just donate your old t-shirt. You can just go play with the kids. They really appreciate that. And I'm sure there are a couple of people who know a couple of things in life, about life, they can share with the children, you see. You can just go to the old people's homes. You can just go have a chat with the old people. Get to know about life from them, because they have experienced a lot of things as well, and they really appreciate the company, you see. So yeah,
I think most of us don't really know if it's easy. You know, when you pass like an old people's home, it's gated, it's fenced and stuff. You don't know if you can easily have access to them like that if you're not visiting. So maybe like the procedure was, how do you guys go about it if you're going there to donate? What do you have to do? Because I know you don't just pitch up, isn't it? And say I'm here to donate. What's the procedure?
You can go ask for the person who is in charge. Talk to them, have a chat with them, introduce yourself, obviously, and tell them maybe you would like to come visit on a specific date, you see. Yeah, then they can tell you maybe today maybe it's not okay. Maybe we will be having other visitors, you see. Things like that. So it's best you go talk to them first before coming with the whole crew.
Yeah, because it don't make imagine. Because they'll be overwhelmed.
So you see a book first before. Yeah, because the scenario we are not the only ones who are doing charity work. So there's scenarios which people clash. So we'll be trying to avoid such scenarios to see a clash as long as we answer our things, because Tina says we are here to mission. Then in Labo. So we'll be trying to avoid such scenarios.
All right. Hi guys, thank you for coming to the show, and thank you for the work that you're doing. You know, for 22-year-olds to be doing these things, and it's not really seen much. You're at the prime of your age where and stuff, but you guys have decided to make a difference in the world, and it's very commendable. So well done.
Thank you very much.
And I hope your organization grows and grows and grows. Till next time when I talk, you guys will be not just one ski bundle. I'm very important. I'm not complaining. But anyway, thank you for joining me. And for everyone at home watching, please, can we take inspiration from these young people who've decided to make a difference in our societies? So can you please leave a like, a comment, and tell us who you'd want us to have on the show, the topic that you would like us to discuss. Until next time, bye.